Booksmart is the directorial debut of Olivia Wilde and tells the tale of two seniors who are about to graduate who have spent their entire high school years intensely studying, never missing a project, never missing homework, always trying their best to get into a great college. And when they discover that other kids in school did party but are somehow still getting into good colleges, they feel like they missed a huge opportunity. They have one more night before graduation. They decide to spend that entire night finding the best party they can. In today's world of internet ratings, tomato meter, Metacritic, IMDb, you can really start to get expectations for a movie that aren't necessary. This is a well-made comedy, directed by somebody who understands the genre, especially for a directorial debut, and it has two really good performances in it that really boost the film and make it something that's going to be impactful for today's generation. It's very quotable, it has a lot of funny scenes. It was hard to escape trailers for it though, because just about every film I went to had a trailer for it, and I don't really like to know that much about films. I try to avoid as much as I can going in so I can go into the film just not knowing anything so that I can have a fresh experience and hopefully be surprised. So it was nice to see a comedy without all of the best jokes spoiled for me, like most comedy trailers do. The film also has a really good sense of immediacy because a large chunk of it takes place over the course of one night. So you feel like you're really there with these people. It never feels like it's really stopping or slowing down, and it's like this constant sequence of events that continues to be entertaining and actually builds an entertainment value as the film goes along. It doesn't really peak necessarily at any one point. And by the end of the film, I found myself wrapped up in these characters' lives. I actually cared about them. I wanted them to be in a happy place. I wanted to see them succeed. And that's when I knew the film had completely won me over. Sometimes, though, the film can feel a little fantastical, as if characters are in a scene, improving, playing off a joke, playing off the other actor, and you can sort of see this improvisational sequence just played to its extremes on film. Sometimes when you're watching a movie, especially comedies, you can feel when they're going off script and riffing off one another. Sometimes it's hilarious and sometimes it works for the character. Other times it feels like they're going for a laugh and the laugh just isn't coming. There's a few sequences like that in the movie that don't always land for me, but that's subjective. Comedy is going to be that way. That's why it's so hard to direct comedies, which is why I have a lot of respect for Olivia Wilde for going out there and making this her directorial debut and actually having a vision for it, because it does feel unique. It does have a unique look to it. It feels as if she brought something to this project. There's an energy to it. There's a vibrancy to it. And a lot of that energy is because of excellent performances by Kaitlyn and Beanie Feldstein. These two girls play off each other wonderfully. They're supposed to have a very deep friendship, these two characters, right down to them knowing some seriously fucked up secrets about the other person. And you can feel that on screen. It felt completely authentic. Their relationship was fleshed out, even though you didn't really know that much about their past. Just in minimal dialogue throughout their conversation over the course of this night, you can begin to feel as if these characters existed before the movie began and they will continue to exist after it ends, which is one of the best compliments that you can give to a film character, is that you feel like these people had lives beyond the confines of the film you're watching. But one thing I definitely noticed is that the film relies very heavily on music. Whether it's a song or musical score, there is rarely a scene that doesn't have one of those. Sometimes that can get overpowering. It's relying a little too heavily on music for that emotional manipulation rather than script and character. Especially in one sequence, my favorite scene in the entire film is when two characters are having this really big argument. It's done in one take. The actors are doing an amazing job. It was actually really powerful, and I thought it was great work. And then all of a sudden, during this sequence, the actors' voices is drowned out from the mix, taken all the way down to zero, and musical score is suddenly over them. And they're arguing now, and their mouths are moving, but no sound's coming out, and we just have this booming musical score. And to me, that was a betrayal of these amazing performances. And again, overly relying on music, when you didn't have to have the music there. There's sequences throughout the movie that really rely heavily on very noticeable musical edits. Sometimes you cut to an exterior shot of a house, music is super loud, then we cut to inside the house and all of a sudden it's really quiet. The movie is trying to jar you with its choices with music, and sometimes it works, and sometimes I think they should have just relied on these two great actresses and what they were already bringing to the movie. Beyond that though, I think this is a really fun movie with two great performances, and I want to see what else Olivia Wilde does because I think she has a lot of talent. Go out and see this movie, support it at the box office. It's a small film, and I want to see movies like this succeed. I'm going to give Booksmart a B. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to more reviews very soon, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.